Hey, everybody. Welcome to an extended edition of Helping Fridays. Today, we're going to talk about how meal prepping increases productivity and what that means. And I think it's important to start out by talking about the difference between prepping and planning, real quick. So, planning would be like Sunday, you get together, you're going to plan your meals for the week. So, I'm going to eat burgers on Monday. It's going to be lasagna on Tuesday, but you don't cook anything. You're just planning out the week, maybe even grocery shopping for the week. So that's planning. That would be kind of an intro step to prepping and something I do recommend if you're not going to go full into prepping all of your meals. Prepping would be taking the time to plan out what you want to eat for the week, grocery shopping, and then cooking everything on one day. Personally, I do it on Sunday. So today I want to show you 3 ways to increase productivity by meal prepping. So the first one, this is something as a creative person that I've adhered to in my life on many different levels. You don't have to think about what you're going to eat because it's already prepared. So taking the time on Sunday to cook everything, it just takes the guesswork out of it. It saves your mental capacity. Think Steve Jobs and his black t-shirt. Well, there's a reason that him and other successful entrepreneurs wear the same thing every week. Every day you're faced with thousands of decisions that you have to make in your life. The more you can eliminate out of your brain, the more brain power that's going to free up to be productive in other areas of your life that you want to, whether it's being creative, spending more time with your family, just whatever. So the first way that you're more productive, hands down, you don't have to think about it. It just takes the guesswork out of it. The second way that you're going to increase productivity, meal prepping frees up roughly about 5 to 10 hours a week by spending 4 hours on one day planning and prepping. I'm going to give you a lot more best practices on that to come. But in essence, just spending a little bit of time on Sunday and using grocery pickup, doing some of those kind of things will cut out 5 to 10 hours. And think about it. Let me give you an example. Currently, you might Monday rolls around, dinner rolls around, you're figuring out there's a discussion in your house about what you want to eat. You go back and forth. I don't know. What do you want to eat? What do you want to eat? You may end up just ordering in or ordering takeout. But that discussion takes a lot of time. Let's say you decide you want to cook something. Well, then you might not have all the ingredients, so you got to go to the store. Well, that takes more time too. While you're at the store, you might buy things you don't need to buy. So that's going to add more money as well. So you can see how this kind of snowballs into taking a lot of your time. The number one thing that my friends that I've taught to prep and that the prepping community values the most is having that extra time during the week to do things. And a lot of them go on walks with their family. They're able to make it to their kids' soccer games, and dinner's already done when they get home. So there's a lot of benefit to prepping when it comes to freeing up your week. And for me, that's probably the number one reason why we started to prep. My wife and I love sports, we love concerts, and we love to travel. And we like to save money as well. A lot of times we would sit outside the arena before we went in and we would eat our prep dinner right there. So that saved us a lot of money as well. So that's why we originally started prepping, was to save time during the week. Instead of cooking, we went to baseball games and concerts and hockey games and we traveled. So that's the number one reason why we started prepping. The third way to increase productivity, you start thinking of food as a fuel source. And prepping healthy meals increases your energy, your mental sharpness, and it's really going to allow you to make the most of your day. And this, for me, is still something I struggle with, thinking of food as a fuel source. Now, there are a lot of you that like to go out to dinner. You love cooking gourmet meals. You love going and trying new restaurants. That's great, and you should continue to do that. Just cut back. And I would recommend maybe one day a week you have a date night and you cook a fancy meal, or one day a week you go out to eat. But you can also plan those things too. So pick out where you want to go, pick out what meal you're going to get that you want to cook fancy, and make sure that's included in your grocery shopping on Sunday. So then you're not having to run out, and then you just have to cook. So if you enjoy food and you still want to cook those fancy meals, continue to do that. Just maybe do it once a week. But I am trying to think of food as fueling my body, and I'm still struggling with that, quite honestly. Um, for meal prepping, it's not a problem. I can switch to that mindset for sure. So those are three ways that meal prepping increases productivity. If you have questions, comments, throw them in. I'll make sure I get them answered. I'm going to be putting out a lot more content on meal prepping. I do Meal Prep Mondays on Facebook. And then I'll be posting these longer extended videos giving tips under Helping Friday brand on a variety of topics. So make sure you subscribe and follow my channel, and we'll talk soon. Thanks.